Hello, this is me again. I've come once again to make us understand and to see reasons why we need to get up and stand up and challenge these Nigerian leaders who are taking the Nigerian youth for granted. It is mean, please. If this is your first time of coming across this channel on YouTube, I want you to please kindly subscribe, like, and drop your comment on how Nigerian can be taken to the next level or how Nigerian can be make a better place for you and I and foreign investors to live in. We want to quickly talk about something this very minute, which is this 37 billion they want to spend in renovating a house that was built with 10.7 billion, which means they are going to destroy the entire building and put on there a new one. Nigerian youth, Nigerian youth. I keep saying Nigerian youth because it is the best time now, the right time, because time is one precious thing that we need to manage for ourselves. That is not common. We think time is a friend to everybody. Time is never anybody's friend. The right time is now for us to stand up and say no to this insensitive art, insensitive thinking. How will they wake up? They telling Nigerians they want to renovate a building that was built with 10.7 billion. Now renovation wants to cost 37 billion. Nigeria, this is unlawful. This is uncalled for because nobody is going to say anything. That is why these people are doing anything. They're the people who are supposed to call this so-called leader that are misbehaving into order. This so-called these so-called forces, SACs, police, that is not doing what they're supposed to do. These are the people who are supposed to call them for questioning and answering. If they can be doing this one, which means in Nigeria, the youth should know that we are in big trouble. These people are not ready for good. They are not ready for change. They are in for destruction. Before I continue this video, I want to show you the German parliament that has been built over 50 years ago. Is still more new, is still more beautiful than the one they say they want to renovate with 37 billion that was built with 10.7 billion. Please, my dear beloved Nigerian, before we continue, let's quickly take a look at the Berlin Parliament.
The Reichstag building is a historical edifice in Berlin, Germany, constructed to house the imperial diet of the German Empire. This imposing building houses the Federal German Parliament, or Bundestag, and was originally completed in 1894 to meet the need of the newly unified German Empire of the Kaisers for a larger parliamentary building. The Reichstag was intended to resemble a Renaissance palace, and its architect, Paul Wallat, dedicated the building to the German people. The Nazi leader Adolf Hitler exploited the fire which gutted the Reichstag building in 1933 by blaming the communists for the arson and for attempted revolution. There is good evidence to suggest, however, that his followers were actually responsible and that this was a manufactured crisis. When German reunification became a reality, the new republic was proclaimed here at midnight on the 2nd of October 1990. The Reichstag has undergone considerable restoration and alteration. The building is now the second most visited attraction in Germany, after the Cologne Cathedral, not least because the addition of a spectacular glass dome designed by the British architect Norman Foster. The large glass dome at the very top of the Reichstag has a 360-degree view of the surrounding Berlin cityscape. The main hall of the parliament below can also be seen from inside the dome, and natural light from above radiates down to the parliament floor. The Reichstag building is well known in the art world thanks to Paris-based Bulgarian artist Christo's mammoth wrapped Reichstag project in 1995. The entire building was swathed in silver cloth for 2 weeks that summer. You can visit the dome for free, but you will need to register online in advance in order to do so. Thanks for watching our video about this destination. If this information was valuable to you, please help others to find it by sharing it on your social networks. Thanks again and see you next time.
Now, take a look at the Nigerian parliament that wants to be renovated with 37 billion naira. They said some of the when they came in, they find out that some of the wall was cracking. There are newsmen there, there are medias there. Are they not supposed to take them to these places that is cracking, to this place that is not good looking? They should stop deceiving themselves. No, they are not deceiving Nigeria. They are deceiving their unborn children. They are generation to generation, because believe me, they won't use this money to do this thing. They will take this money, go keep it somewhere. Maybe when they contesting for the next election, because they won't stop there. They will come and start giving out this money, like some tubers of yam, some tomato, granite, bags of rice. It's still Nigerian money that they are giving to Nigerians. This money is not their, it's not theirs. It's Nigerian money. This is one thing we need to know. And worst of all, they will never spend the money they work for in that manner. They will never, the money they work for so hard, they will never share that money. This is the reason why we need to know. Let me quickly show you a video on where and how they say they want to spend 37 billion to renovate a common building.
Last one is renovation of the National Assembly complex. When we came in, we noticed that many parts of the National Assembly complex are dilapidated. And we convened a meeting of the management of the National Assembly, the FCDA. Then it was permanent secretary. The minister was not in place yet. The speaker and I had a very exhaustive engagements with them. We met Mr. President, the speaker and I, and told him the situation, the condition of the National Assembly complex. Since the takeover of that complex, there was never, ever any major rehabilitation or renovation. 20 years. Mr. President responded by telling us that he was going to renovate the National Assembly complex. And we went back and continued to engage with the management of the National Assembly, FCDA. Eventually, we took what is required for phase one renovation, phase one. And that is where we are sitting, the domes, both House and Senate, and our committee rooms in the White House, the area we call the White House. That 7 billion naira was sourced and was given, was put under the FCT, not National Assembly. All we require is to have the National Assembly complex renovated, including the reconfiguration of the two chambers. And of course, even without saying, including the media office. So we have the opportunity in 20 years to embark on the renovation of the phase one building of the National Assembly. When we are through with phase one, then we go to phase two. It's not under the control of the National Assembly. The National Assembly complex is a national asset and is for the FCDA to take care of. So that is that for the...
I hope we have seen that video. I hope we've seen the Berlin Parliament. We've seen the National Assembly Parliament that wants to spend 37 billion to renovate. See, let me get one thing clear to you. See, you see some European Parliament, they have this thing they call anti-explosion. There is nothing you will take there that will explode. They have the alarm before you get there. The alarm will ring. They will find out. They will catch you. Nigeria don't have these things, and they spend a lot of money to put these things there, and it's not that costly like the one Nigerian is telling us right now. This money, they just wasting this money for nothing sake, because this money is not their own, so they don't want to control it. Before I continue, I want to quickly show you of inside news of Martin, who is telling Nigerians to wake up as well, that this thing the Nigerian leaders are doing is not the right thing? Let us quickly take a look at this.
In this reflection on the 37 billion naira worth of renovation at the National Assembly that is causing some uproar. 37 billion naira worth of renovation for a complex built 20 years ago with just 10.7 billion naira. 20 years on, we need 37 billion. This is incredible. And I think it's a misplacement of priority for a deficit budget. This budget is not the one that should capture 37 billion naira to renovate an assembly built with 10.7 billion naira just 20 years ago. Because quantity surveyors have noted that the 37 billion naira can build 10,360 world-class classrooms to enhance our schools, 12,333 two-bedroom flats for the people, or 27,000 primary health care centers anywhere in the country. Our leaders are becoming insensitive. Therefore, we have a responsibility to hold them to account at this time. We should not just leave everything to God, as we often do here. This is Inside Stuff with Martins Oloja, The Guardian, Nigeria.
I hope you've seen that news, Inside Stuff. He used one language that Nigerian leaders are just being insensitive. Believe me, Nigerian leaders, they are not thinking. They feel they can fool themselves and fool the entire Nigeria, but they should know that Nigerians are more intellectual than this. Nigerians are more intelligent than what they think Nigerians are, because this is it sounds stupid in hearing. It's not encouraging. It's a thing of it's an embarrassment to the entire Nigeria. It's like a shameful thing for them to pronounce they want to use 37 billion to renovate a building that was built with 10.7 billion. Nigerians is just so stupid to hear that kind of a thing. Let me quickly tell you something, the story of what happened in Italy. In August this year, July, 2 weeks in July, in the whole of August, the Prime Minister was given as a holiday. As you know, the whole of August is holiday in the entire Europe country. So during this his holiday, he used Italian private jet for 31 days. Now he came back and he has been impeached. Now they served him a paper from court that he should report himself in the court that he has incurred expenses on Italy when he's supposed to be on holiday. Why and why will he do that? That expenses is supposed to be from his own personal pocket. Nigerian youth, this is democracy. This is democracy. Do what is right at the right time. You can't just wake up and start squandering the country's money because it's not your own. It's not done anywhere in a developed world. Just imagine they drop the budget. Somebody, I don't know, though he once has an ear problem. I don't know if he's soft or something. Maybe he doesn't understand what they're saying. And he's still signing it. It's just so uncalled for. Nigeria. It's so very, very, it's not understandable. I don't know how these people think. Now, a man who uses a private jet of his country is one in charge of the private jet. He is now asked to come to court to report himself. Why will he use the jet at that particular time that he's supposed to be on holiday? So he's supposed to use his own money to buy ticket at that particular time because he's not on duty for the country. Nigeria, this is democracy. This is democracy. That man said we should wake up. Nigeria, we need to wake up. Martins said we should wake up, Nigeria. Since these people that is supposed to question themselves, they're not doing that. Let us do that, please. If this is your first time of coming across this station on YouTube, I want you to subscribe, like, drop your comment on how Nigerian can be taken to the next level. Thank you very much.